Okay, so the career that I chose is a high school guidance counselor, and I chose this career because I've always wanted to work with students and I really enjoyed the school setting, but I don't necessarily want to teach. Um, so the typical work environment, um, hours are about 37 and a half a week, so just a little under 40. Um, and schools can be large or small depending on whether or not it's a public school or a private school, or even if the town, just the size of the town. Um, Guidance counselors have a lot of independence. They really have the ability to make their own schedule, so they can go in each day and just figure out what's the most important that needs to be done and just work from there. Um, And at times the schedules don't get completely finished, especially if there's like a student crisis or something else comes up. But for the most part, there are days where they get everything done that they need to. And school systems are family friendly just because much of their work is done with families. One of the biggest stressors is making sure that kids are safe. The lady I interviewed told me that sometimes students will come into her office and admit to being suicidal. And she said that as a counselor, she needs to make sure that that everything that she can do is done to ensure the student's safety, and that includes making sure that the parents are aware. She said another big stressor are the standardized tests, or things like that have like a deadline. She says those need to be taken care of as soon as possible and need to be balanced with her day-to-day activities and things that she needs to have done. The benefits include medical, dental, vision, and some healthcare, and retirement varies depending on the amount of years worked and if you completed the years required for certain retirement benefits. Common job tasks really include taking care of students' needs, planning for college or secondary school, writing letters of recommendation, helping students academically or with choices and being successful in school. There's a lot of emails, phone calls, paperwork, supporting teachers in their classes, testing. Sometimes they have administrative tasks where they can go to the counselor instead of to the principal, and the counselor can make some of those decisions. Educational requirements. A bachelor's degree is required, and the lady I interviewed strongly recommended doing a little bit of substitute teaching and just getting into the classroom and understanding the environment in the classroom and being able to know what that's like so that you can better help the students. For salary, it varies by state. The lady I interviewed, she had worked in 3 or 4 different states, and currently she's in Alaska, and that's where my husband and I hope to end up after we're done with school, and so those were the numbers that I took. And the starting salary is about $35,000, and experience salary is anywhere from $48,000 to $50,000. For kind of miscellaneous information, she just said sometimes there are easy days and sometimes there are difficult days where you just never sit down. But she said there are no boring days because there is always something to do. She said being a counselor is great because you just get to assist the students in all of their future choices. And she said something that's been really neat for her is getting to know students as incoming freshmen and then helping them with choices about college and watching them grow and mature throughout school, and then graduating and pursuing their careers and their dreams and just seeing what they become. And that's pretty much it. After doing some of this research, I really think that I would love working as a guidance counselor, and I think this is the career that I'm really going to pursue.